بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد. We are on page 12 of the my edition of the book, which corresponds to page 14 of the PDF. I have left out approximately one page in order to gain time, because I personally deem this not to be of primary importance. So we are about 2/3 into the page on the PDF, and at the bottom of the page in my printout edition, the author says, حفظه الله تعالى: هذا وإن من حامل ألوية البدعة وأزمة الفتنة في زماننا شابا جهميا معاصرا أخذ على عاتقه نشر الضلال والباطل والهجوم على أهل الحق والسنة وتمجيد أهل الباطل والبدعة. So he says, for verily in this day and age we have amongst the people who are bearing the flag of bid'ah and fitna a youngster who is a modern day Jahmi, and he has taken upon himself to spread falsehood and misguidance and attack the people of Haqq and Sunnah and glorify the people of Dalal and Bid'ah. وهو المدعو حسن بن علي السقاف, and he is called, or he's the one who is called Hasan ibn Ali al-Saqaf. The author says, وَلَمْ أَقِفْ عَلَى شَيْءٍ مِّن كُتُبِهِ وَلِلَّهِ الْحَمْدِ إِلَّا كِتَابًا وَاحِدًا بُلِيتُ بِقِرَاءَتِهِ وهو كتاب التنديد بمن عدد التوحيد إبطال محاولة التثليث في التوحيد والعقيدة الإسلامية. The author says, and I haven't read anything from him except for one book. And he said, بُلِيتُ بِقِرَاءَتِهِ, I was tried or tested, like it was an ibtila upon him that he read this book. And this book is called At-Tandid, which means calling out or denouncing those that are multiplying Tawheed, that are making Tawheed numerous. إبطال محاولة التثليث, nullification or refuting an attempt to introduce Trinity in the Aqidah of Tawheed, or introducing Trinity into Tawheed and the Islamic Aqidah. So the author says, فهالني ما فيه إذ قد حكم على عامة المسلمين الموحدين لله في ربوبيته وأسمائه وصفاته وألوهيته بأنهم ثلثوا في العقيدة. So I just would like to pause here, because the author continues saying, okay, first let me translate. فهالني, I was shocked, I was overwhelmed by what I have read in this book. For verily he has ruled upon the general masses of the Muslims, the muwahhideen, the people that are singling out Allah in matters of lordship, names and attributes, and worship, that they have made tathlith. They have, the word tathlith is a mushkil word, because in this kind of context the only interpretation you can find for this word is Trinity, right? So they have introduced Trinity in their aqidah. So the author goes on saying, وَمِنَ الْمَعْلُومَ أَنَ التَّثْلِيثَ عَقِيدَةٌ نَصْرَانِيَّةٌ. So it is known that Trinity, at-tathlith, is a Christian belief. And it's a belief that is so far-fetched that Muslim scholars, when they read about it, and then I had this mawqif with my own sheikh, they believe that some Christians claim that Jesus is God, and others claims that he's the Son of God, and a third category claims that he's the third of three. So I posed my sheikh, said, excuse me sheikh, sorry, the Christians, they believe that he's God and the Son of God. And he looked at me a bit funny and said, no, it's either God or the Son of God. And I said, no sheikh, they believe that he is God and they believe he's the Son of God. And my sheikh, he looked at me with this merciful and pitiful expression in his eyes, kind of saying like, what's wrong with the kid? Why is he, what's the matter with him? Why is he saying such utter nonsense that doesn't enter a human brain? And he started explaining that this was impossible, etc. So I just gave up. right? Then later on when I saw it actually that a lot of ulama claim this, I made a whole research online for him, and I showed him that as a matter of fact, that Trinity is a belief where the Christians claim that Jesus is God and Jesus is the Son of God at the same time, as well as some other details to it. So the word tathlith refers to this belief. The word tathlith originally means to make three. So one could say that, yeah, in a way, from a strictly linguistic point of view, in a way, we made three categories of Tawheed. So in a very far-fetched understanding, one could claim that. However, in this context, using this word here, tathlith, the only thing that can be reasonably understood is that he's referring to Trinity. So he's saying that he's shocked to see that, you know, anybody would dare to claim such things. لم أحسب أن أحدا تبلغ به الجرأة أن يحكم بهذا الحكم ويقرر هذا التقرير الباطل الجائر وقد وقفت على كلام هذا المسكين الهالك وأقول ما قيل الله أخر موتتي فتأخرت حتى رأيت من الزمان عجائبا. So he said that he was shocked and he thought that it couldn't be that anybody would have this audacity to make such a ruling upon the muwahhideen and claim such falsehood. And he said, he thought that this was something impossible until he read the book of this miskin. So he said in Arabic poetry, which means that Allah has postponed my death until I saw through time many weird things happening, things that, you know, no sound mind could have ever imagined. So that is it for today. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.